Okay, we're going to get into finger picking today. We're calling it alternate bass finger picking or alternate thumb finger picking. Maybelle Carter, way back in the day, first came up with it, I think, around that time. Also, a guy named Merle Travis, and then somebody else named Ted Atkins did this kind of stuff. So what it is, you're going to play with your thumb alternating on bass strings. Okay, your thumb's going to work the 6th, the 5, and the 4 strings. So it can work any of those 3 strings. Your fingers work, your first, second, third fingers each work an individual string. Your first finger works the 3rd string, your second finger works the 2nd string, and your third finger works the high E or the 1st string. So your thumb would work 6, 5, 4. Your first finger works the 3 string, your second finger works the 2nd string, and your third finger works the 1st string. Okay, and there's a couple things to keep in mind. When you do this, you want to keep your hand near the strings, or I actually keep them on the strings unless I'm playing the string. Okay, when you play, you want your thumb to be on the side. You're playing on the side. Some people use a thumb pick, which is fine. I don't like them, but some people do. I use the side of my thumb, not the first, not the part like this, not the tip of the thumb, but the side of the thumb. Same thing with my fingers. I'm playing with the tips of my fingers here. Now, some people will use their fingernails. Some people actually grow their fingernails longer on their right hand if they do a lot of finger picking, or they'll actually have artificial nails and they'll put those on when they're finger picking, and that's fine too. Or they'll use finger picks. I just use the tips of my fingers to play. Okay, so, and I also keep my fingers at a minimum movement. So when I'm picking, see how little my hand moves. Okay, so I try to keep it simple. That way I know where I am, I keep the rhythm, and I can find my strings a little bit easier. All right, the song we're going to play today to use to practice this is Wagon Wheel. Okay, we're going to play it in the key of A. So my chords are A, E, F sharp. Now, F sharp, there's different ways to play F sharp. An easy way to play F sharp would be to borrow the first 3 strings at 2 and just play those top 3 strings. Okay, some of us play the F sharp minor with the first 3 barred at 2, and then the 4th string we're at 4. So it's 4, 2, 2, 2, 4, 2, 2, 2. Sounds like this. Okay, so a little better. So it's 2 or 4, 2, 2, 2. And so it's barred all the way across. They take an E minor shape, and then they bar at the 2nd fret. So they have 2, 4, 4, 2, 2, 2. So it sounds like this. So you can play the F sharp minor as either a 3-string chord, a 4-string chord, or a 6-string chord. Okay, and that'll help us determine how we're going to pick that chord. And then of course the D chord we're going to use today is just a standard D chord, a 4-string D chord. Okay, so let's see how we do this. On our thumb, we're going to alternate the bass. So right now the first chord is an A chord, which is a 5-string chord. We're going to play using A, D, G, B, and E strings. Okay, so we use those 5 strings. So our first note is going to be the low A string, open. So we're going to pick that. We're going to go between the 5 and the 4 strings on our thumb. When we're playing the A chord, we're going to go between 5 and 4. So it sounds like this. If I have the A chord on there, I'm just picking the 5 and the 4 strings. My idea is to get the same volume and the same pace or the same rhythm each time I play. And also I want to be able to do this just like I am right now. I can talk or I can think about other things. I don't want to think about how to pick this. I want to do it so often and so much, become so used to it that I don't have to think about how to make this picking pattern. Okay, all right, so that's the beginning of it. Now I want to add my first finger in. So I'm going to pick 5 with my thumb. I'm going to pick the 3rd string with my first finger. And I'm going to pick the 4th string with my thumb again. So the pattern is 5, 3, 4. 5, 3, 4. Thumb, first finger, thumb. 5, 3, 4. Again, notice how little my fingers move to get the sound I want. Okay? Okay, now to finally finish it out, I'm going to play add my second finger on the 2nd string. So it's going to be 5, 3 with my first finger, 4 with my thumb, and 2 with my 2nd finger. So the strings are 5, 3, 4, 2. 5, 3rd string, 4th string, 2nd string. And the chord I'm holding down is an A chord, right? Okay, so it's thumb, 1st finger, thumb, 2nd finger. Okay, you can see where it gets its name from alternating thumb or alternating bass because you're alternating every other note with your thumb. So it's 5, 3, 4, 2. Okay, so practice that slowly. Don't try to rush it. Get the pattern down so you're really smooth with it, and then you can play a little bit faster after you get it down, where you don't think about it, up to the speed of the song. About like that. So that's for any 5 chord. Now this is a finger picking pattern. There are a lot of finger picking patterns, but we're using a really simple one to illustrate that alternating thumb. Most of your finger picking patterns, even if you go a little more complex, usually have that alternating thumb pattern in there. So this is a really simple one. It's just 5, 3, 4, 2. Okay, we're using 2 fingers and a thumb. You can also use your 3rd finger, as I mentioned, if you're playing the high E string. Okay, so that's our A chord. Now the E chord is a 6th string chord. So it's the same pattern, except your thumb's going to go between 6 and 4. Your fingers are still going to be working 3 and 2. So the pattern will be 6, 3, 4, 2. 6, 3, 4, 2. Okay, so let's take a look at that really slowly. So here's my E chord, 6 string, thumb, 3rd string, 1st finger, 4th string, thumb, 2nd string, 2nd finger. 6, 3, 4, 2. 6, 3, 4, 2. Thumb, 1, thumb, 2. So that's my pattern for my E chord. This would also work for a G chord or an E minor chord. Any 6 string chord would be that pattern. All right, now let's go to the D chord first. The D chord is more common. The D chord would be a 4 string chord. Okay, so this would be a D, an F, those kind of chords. So let's look at that one. We change a little bit. We're still going to keep our thumb as an alternating picking pattern, but we're changing the strings that they're going to work. Since we only have 4 strings and we're going to keep that thumb as an alternating bass, we're going to thumb the 4th and the 3rd strings. And then our 1st finger works to the 2nd string, and our 2nd finger works the 1st string. So the pattern would be 6, 2, 6. Let's go with this. 4, 2, 3, 1. 4, 2, 3, 1. Thumb on 4, 1st finger on 2, thumb on 3, 2nd finger on 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. Thumb, 1, thumb, 2. Okay, so you're still using that alternating picking, but you change which strings each finger works. Thumb's going to work now 3 and 4. 1st finger's on 2, 2nd finger's on 1. Okay, so let's review. We've got the A string. We're playing the A chord. We're going to do 5 and 4 with our thumb, and then 3 and 2. 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4, 2. The E is a 6 string chord, so we're going to play 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4, 2. And the D is a 4 string chord. We're going to play 4, 2, 3, 1. 4, 2, 3, 1. All right? Okay, now the F sharp minor, depending on how you play it. If you're playing a 4 string F sharp minor, in other words, you're using the D at 4, and you're playing the top 3 strings here, then it's going to be just like a D chord. You're going to play 4, 2, 3, 1. So it's going to sound like this, which is a really pretty chord. 4, 2, 3, 1. 4, 2, 3, 1. Thumb, thumb, 1st finger, thumb, 2nd finger. Okay? If you're going to play the F sharp minor as a full bar chord, then you're going to play it just like you did the E chord. You're going to play 6, 3, 4, 2. 6, 3, 4, 2. Okay? Now if you play the F sharp minor with just three strings, then the pattern definitely changes. What you're going to do is you're going to use your thumb every other beat, every other note on the 3 string. So it's going to be 3, 1st finger's on 2nd string, back to 3, and then the first finger is going to go, second finger is going to go to 1. So it's thumb, second string, thumb, first string, thumb, first finger, thumb, second finger. So you don't get really a true alternating pattern. It alternates in terms of thumb, finger, thumb, finger, but you don't get an alternating boom boom pattern. You just play the same bass note. But it works. Because you're only playing 3 strings, you don't have many strings to alternate with. Okay, so let's go through the whole thing and see how we do here. So we're going to start real slow. Here's the A pattern. So we're going to go with the A string. We're going to go 5 and 4 2 times. I'll go real slow. Then we're going to go to the E, go 6/4. Then we're going to the F sharp minor. I'm going to do the F sharp minor as a 4-string chord. So I'm going to go 4, 2, 3, 1, and then the D is a 4-string chord. So again, 4, 2, 3, 1. Okay. So one more time. Here's the A, 5, starting on 5. E, 6. F sharp minor's 4. D's 4. Back to A, E, and then the D you do twice. Okay? All right, good. Well, actually you do it 4 times, don't you? Because you repeat that pattern 4 times. So the A, the E, and the F sharp minor you do twice, the same pattern twice. And then the D you'd actually do four sets of that. Okay, so it'd be A, F sharp minor, D's 4 times, twice, then back to A, E, and then you play the D through 2 sets. Okay, so if we're going along with the music, I'll just sing a little bit. I don't sing very well, but it'll give you an idea. Heading down south to the land of the pines, going away to North Carolina, staring up the road, say to God I see headlights. So you get the idea. Here's the next part. Made it down the coast in 17 hours, picking me a dogwood flowers, and I'm hoping for I'll see my baby tonight. Okay, and that's the whole song. That's the whole bit right there. So just take your time with it, be slow with it, get it down so you have it without having to think about it, and you'll have a lot of fun. This is a real basic picking pattern that'll work with a lot of songs, and then you can get a little more fancy with it a little bit later on. So hope you enjoyed that, and I'll talk to you later.